Good evening, students. So today's topic is matrix. So in that, the concept is how to find rank of a matrix. So today's topic is rank of a matrix. So this concept is very important in JEE mains. So we can do in easy method. So how can we find the rank of a matrix means? First, listen rules. The first rule is we can use only row operation. The first rule is use only row operation. And second one, form the upper triangle. Form upper triangle. Then last is number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows. So these are the three main rules to find the rank of matrix. So now I will give a first question, previous question. The rank of the matrix. The question is the rank of a matrix (1, 0, -4, 2, -1, 3. So we need to find rank of this matrix. First rule, the first rule what I told, row operation. And second rule is maintain or form the upper triangle. So in this, first we use a row operation. So here I will select diagonal of 2 by 2 matrix. I will take this 2 by 2 matrix. Here I will select diagonal elements. So below these diagonal elements, we have 2. First we need to make this 2 as 0 by using row operation. So here how many rows we have? This is row 1 and this is row 2. 2 rows are there. I will select this row 2. R2 implies R2 tends to means in the R2, in the second row, this operation is performing. R2 minus, here I want to make this 2 as 0. How? Suppose if it is 2, then I will directly subtract 2 minus 2. But here no 2. So that's why I will take 2 into R1. So what is that? First write R1 as it is. Why? Because here we cannot perform any operation in the R1. R1 I can write as it is. Now go for the R2. In the R2, I will select 2 R2 minus 2 into R1. What is R1 value here? 1. So 2 minus 2, 0. So I got here 0. Next, the next element is minus 1. So minus 1, that is R2 minus 1 minus 2 into R1. 2 into, what is R1 here? 0. 2 into 0. So minus 1 minus 0. The value is minus 1. I will write here minus 1. And next, again, the last element is 3. So R2 is 3. Write 3 minus 2 into R1. 2 into, what is R1 here? Minus 4. So I will write here minus 4. So what is the answer here? 3 minus of minus plus. 3 plus 2 4s are 8. 3 plus 8, how much? 11. So I got here 11. And our condition is to make these elements 0. Is there any possibility to make this 0? Suppose if I add these two, I can't get 0. If I remove these two also, I can't get 0. And if we take this 11, if we add these two, I can't get 0. If I subtract also, I can't get 0. There is no way to get these two elements are 0. So I can only get the first element is 0. The remaining two elements are not zeros. So I told the second rule. The first rule is perform the operation, row operation. Here I performed with the row operation and I want to make the elements as 0. Here the possibility is only one element we get 0, the remaining not 0. Now, how we find the rank now? So rank of this matrix is number of non-zero rows. If we see the first row, in the first row, the row 1 is not a non-zero row. It is, the row 1 is non-zero row, means here no zeros. If row 1 is all zeros, then it is 0 row we can call, but it is non-zero row. And row 2 is also non-zero row. Now how many non-zero rows? It is non-zero row and it is also non-zero row, means the complete row if has zeros, then it is 0 row, but it is non-zero row. 1 2, so rank is 2. So like this I will give one more question, we'll solve. That is previous question. The next question is, the rank of the matrix find the rank of the matrix elements 1 2 3 2 3 4 0 1 2. Now I want the rank of this 3 by 3 order matrix. Here order is 3 by 3. So I told we can perform the row operation, and for this first we select the diagonal elements. The diagonal elements are 1 3 2. So below this diagonal elements, what we have, that elements are going to 0. We try to become these elements as 0. So first I will take this 2. This 2 regarding R2. How we make it as 2? Suppose if we have here 2. 2 minus 2, 0. So how can we get here 2? Just we multiply this R1 with 2. If I multiply R1 with 2, then I will get here 2, 4, 6. So I will write the operation. So R2, this element is will become 0. So for that I will select R2 minus, so if I multiply with 2 only, we will get 0 here. So 2 R1. By using this operation, we will write the elements next. So don't disturb R1 row. You write as it is R1. Why? Because operation perform only in the R2. So 1, 2, 3 I will write as it is. Now next, R2 minus 2 R1. R2 is how much? 2 minus 2 into R1. 2 into R1 is how much? 2 into R1. So the R1 value is 1. So 2 minus 2, 0. So I'll get this value as 0. So next, this is 3. So next operation, R2 minus 2 R1. R2 is 3 minus 2 into R1. 2 into R1 is 2. Now 3 minus 2 2 is a 4. That is minus 1. So I will write here minus 1. And next, R2. R2 is what here? 4. 4 minus 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. So minus 2. This element is minus 2. Next, here already it is 0. No need to make it as 0. It's already 0. And go for the next element, 1. I will write that third row, 0, 1, 2. Now see, this diagonal elements below, still one more element is there. Now I will try to make this one as 0. For this, I will select the operation R3. R3, suppose R3 plus R2. If I add these two, it is 0. If I add these two, it is 0. So that's why I select R3, then R3 plus R2. So write that 1, 2, 3. First row. Next, second row, 0, minus 1, minus 2. And third row is, what is the operation in third row? R3 plus R2. 0 plus 0, 0. And 1 plus into minus, minus 1 minus 1, 0. 2 plus into minus, minus 2 minus 2, 0. So up to here, I make as zeros. Now, if I want to make minus 1 also 0, minus 2 also 0, means there is no chance. Why? Because if I add with this 2, but again we get here 1. There is no chance to make these two are zeros. So it is the last step. Now count number of non-zero rows. So it is one non-zero row. It is also non-zero row. But it is 0 row. So eliminate this 0 row. Then remaining how many non-zero rows? 1, 2. So rank is 2. So this is the rank. Now next, one more problem on the rank we will see. The next one is Next question. The rank of the matrix. The rank of the matrix. Elements are 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, minus 2, 1, minus 1, 4, 2, 2, 8. Now I want to find the rank of this matrix. See, I gave rules. What are the rules? First, to see the diagonal elements. What are the diagonal elements here? We have, so these are the diagonal elements. Now, under this, elements going to become 0. If there is a possibility, it will become 0. Otherwise, not. So, first, I will select the diagonal element under element R2. It is already 0. No need. Go for the R3. I will select R3. Here, this 1, how it becomes 0? Suppose I subtract R3 from R1. 1 minus 1, 0. So, the operation is, it is row 3. I will select row 3. In the row 3, R3 minus R1. I'll write. So, I will perform this operation. So, R3 minus R1 is, first you write R1 as it is. R1. R2 also same. 0, 1, minus 2. So, can't change values. Why? Because we are not performing R2 operation. Now, R3 operation. The R3 operation is R3 minus R1. Means 1. R3 is 1. That above value is 1. So, 1 minus 1, 0. Next, R3. Next value here, R3 is minus 1, minus 0. What is that value? Minus 1. Next, R3. What is the next element of R3? 4 minus 2. Why? Because R3 minus R1. R3 is here 4. R1 is here 2. 4 minus 2, 2. Next, again. Okay. R3 operation over. The next row is 2, 2, 8. Next, now I want to make R4, this element is 0. How it becomes 0? Suppose if it is 2, then 2 minus 2, 0. Means we need to multiply R1 with 2. So the operation, I want the operation in the R4. So I select R4. R4 minus, suppose if it is 2, then it is 0. When it is 2, when we multiply R1 with 2. So, 2 into R1. Now, I will do the operation. So, now the first row 1 is same. 1, 0, 2. R2, 0, 1, minus 2. Next, R3, 0, minus 1, 2. Now, the operation is R4 only. What is R4? R4 minus 2R1. R4 is how much? 2 minus 2 into R1. What is the R1 here? Above this, R1 is 1. So, 2 minus 2, 0. So, first element, this is fourth row, first element will become 0. And again R4, next element of this one is 2. R2 minus 0. 2 into 0, 0. So, 2 minus 0, 2. Next, R4, next element is 8. 8, R4 minus 2 R1. 8 minus 2 into R1 is, above this is R1. 2 into 2. 8 minus 4, that is plus 4. So I did R4 operation also. So this, under this diagonal, I made R2 0, R3 0, R4 0. Now we want to make these two elements also zeros, if possible only. There is no possibility, leave it. Then we will count number of non-zero rows. So see how it becomes minus 1 as 0. If I add these two, suppose R3 plus R2, it will become 0. If I add these two, then I will get 0 here. So I will select the operation R3. R3 tends to R3 plus R2. So now row 1, row 2, then row 3. Now in the row 3, operation is going on. What is the operation? R3 plus R2. It is row 3. 0 plus 0, 0. Next, minus 1 plus 1, 0. 2 plus into minus minus. 2 minus 2, 0. Now, this last row 0, 2, 4. Now, under this diagonal elements, I got these 4 are zeros. Then remain 2 are there, 2 and 4. How can we make 0? How can we make it 0? So here, suppose I select second row and last row. How it becomes 0? If it is multiplied with 2, 2 minus 2, 0. And it is, when multiplied with 2, it will become minus 4. So when we subtract these two, it is 0. But when we subtract these two, it's not 0. Means there is no chance to make this row as zeros. Now it is the last step. Now count the number of non-zero rows. It is non-zero row 1, and it is also non-zero row 2, and it is 0 row. Don't take, and it is non-zero row. How many non-zero rows are there? 3 non-zero rows are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 non-zero rows. Then rank is 3. So this is the answer. So like this, they are asking several questions on rank of a matrix. So important concept it is. So if you are understanding, please comment. If not understanding, also comment me. And I will start tomorrow system of linear equations. Do you have any doubts? Please comment. Thank you, Surya. And is that Telugu knowledge? Do you want some more problems from this rank of matrix? Or enough? Okay, I will give one more problem. Just wait. Next problem is suppose the rank of the matrix -1, 2, 5, 2 minus 4, a minus 4, 1 minus 2 and a plus 1. If you observe, this question is somewhat different problem. Before we have seen only numericals inside of the brackets, but here we have variables also. So at this time we need to find variable value and rank also. How it possible? Just they will give options, you check the options. Based on the options we will find. Suppose rank is 3. If a is equals to 6, that is option A. And option B, the rank is 1 if a is equals to -6. And option C, rank 3 if a is equals to 2. Option D, rank 2 if a is equals to -6. So they gave options like this. Based on the options, we can select a value and rank. Which option is suitable? We will see. First, what is the rule? Select the diagonal elements. So these are the diagonal elements. Under diagonal elements, what are the elements we have? 2, 1, -2. Our aim is to make these elements as 0 if possible. Not possible, we will leave like that only. Okay. After that, we count number of non-zero rows. So, which operation is suitable here to make 2 as 0? Suppose if I add, suppose it is multiplied with the 2. Suppose 2 into -1, -2, 4, 10. And then we need to subtract R2. So if subtract means it will become addition. So I will add R2 plus R1. Then only I will get 0 here. So I will write operation R2. R2 tends to R2. If I add, then only we get 0. So R2 plus 2 into R1. I will perform this operation. So here R2. What is R2 here? 2 plus 2 into R1. What is R1? Above this -1. 2 into -1. That value is 2 minus 2. 0. So R2, this value will become 0 because of this operation. So minus 1, write R1 as it is. Then R2 operation is here 2 minus 2, 0. And again next element, R2 is minus 4. So minus 4 plus 2 into R1, 2 into 2, 4. So plus 4, minus 4 plus 4, 0. Next, R2 plus 2R1. R2 is how much here? A minus 4. A minus 4 plus 2 into R1. 2 into 5, 10. So A minus 4 plus 10. A plus 6. Why? Because minus 4 plus 10 plus 6. So this value is A plus 6. So R2 operation over. Next, R3 is there. This element became 0. Next step is we try to become this element also 0. How it is 0? Suppose I add these two. R3 plus R1. Then I will get 0. So I will select the operation, next operation, R3. I will select R3. R3 tends to R3 plus R1. What is R3 here? 1 plus, what is R1? Minus 1. Plus into minus minus. So 1 minus 1, 0. We got 0. Okay, next. What we have? Minus 2. So what I told, the operation is R3 plus R1. What is R3 here? Minus 2 plus R1. Minus 2 plus 1 plus 2, 0. Next element is A plus 1. That is R3. A plus 1 plus R1. What is R1 here? Plus 5. So A plus 1 plus 5. A plus 6. Okay, so I got this. Suppose, now check the options. This is the final stage. Later we can't make it as 0. Why? Because I got A plus 6 values. So if A is minus 6, suppose A is equals to minus 6, then what I get? Minus 1, 2, 5, 0, 0, minus 6 plus 6, 0, 0, 0, this also, and this also minus 6 plus 6, 0. Now, what is the rank at this time? Number of non-zero rows, how many? This is non-zero row. Okay. Is it non-zero row? No, it is 0 row. Don't take. And it is also 0 row. Now, how many non-zero rows? Only 1. So, rank is 1. A is minus 6. We check this options. Rank is 1. A is minus 6. So, option B is the answer. Are you understanding? Surya, are you understanding? If understanding, please send a message to me. Okay, Surya. Tomorrow we will discuss. Actually, you practice this rank of a matrix. Some more problems. If you have any doubt, send me message. And tomorrow we will discuss system of linear equations. Tomorrow we will discuss from system of linear equations. Every year must and should get one question. That question gives you 4 marks. So we will give a brief introduction and more important problems tomorrow about linear equations. Other options not correct. Why? Because if you take 6, but we want here, if you take minus 6, suppose if you take minus 6, then you get rank is 1. Okay, Surya, tomorrow we will discuss about the linear systems. It's too late. Okay, bye.